Hello everyone, it's Kari from sunshineinmypocket.com, and today I am sharing the brand new January Hedgehog Hollow Kit. It comes with all of these stamps, and look at this one. This one is called One More Chapter. You get these cute book images and lots of sentiments. That says book nerd. Look at this little girl reading a book. Just one more chapter. No two persons ever read the same book. And reading is dreaming with your eyes open. Then look at this one. These are like bookmark sized stamps, which is really awesome. The first one says drink coffee, read books, love life. And then there's stacks of books, and then these tea stamps and book stamps. And then this one is the sentiment set called Let's Have a Word. It says a good book has no ending. Reading gives us someplace to go when we have to stay where we are. We lose ourselves in books. We find ourselves there too. And when in doubt, read a book. And so many books, so little time. Lots of great sentiments. And then it also comes with these bookmark sized cardstocks. There's 5 of them in my kit here, and they are beautiful colors. And look at this. They fit completely perfectly, these stamps here. You might have to trim a little off the end or leave a little extra for a little extra sentiment down there or some ribbon at the top. And then the kit also came with this clear notebook in this box here. You can see that it's got a 3-ring binder system here, so you can add or replace pages. And I think this would be great for making your book list for the year. Do you make book lists of books you want to read? Or maybe have a book club? I think that would be perfect for that. So today I'm going to make a quick card using this open book here with the flowers coming out of it, the stack of books from that set, and then from this set I'll choose a sentiment to add to it as well. So let's go ahead and get started. I have some Neenah Desert Storm paper here, and I'm going to be using my new favorite black ink. This is from Maker Forte, and it's their Remarkable black ink. Look at how dark and beautiful that stamps. This ink is perfect and easy to use with Copic markers, colored pencils, pretty much anything, and it dries really quickly. So that's one of the reasons I love it so much. Now I'm taking the clear ink and I'm going to stamp the stack of books all around the background. Now I realize in the video it's a little bit hard to see these books. I think you'll see it better in the close-ups at the end. But when you stamp with this watermark ink, it just makes it a little bit darker than the background is itself, and it adds some interest. So I thought books stacked in the background would be fun for this card. And now I'm going to take some Distress ink in Vintage Photo and just ink around the whole outside of this card. Now I am going to cut this down a little bit later, so I'm coming in a little bit further with this ink because I know that I'm going to trim this up a little bit. So here is our card panel so far, and now I will take some Prismacolor pencils and color this up. I like to keep my sharpener here at the ready so that I can keep my pencils nice and sharp. And now I'm going to color the book up with some white colored pencil. The white shows up really well on the Desert Storm paper, or if you were to use a darker cardstock even as well, it looks really great. And then I will choose a really light green. It's got a lot of white to this green so that I can color up the leaves with it. You can see I'm kind of wiping away a lot of the colored pencil shavings here. And I realize that I should be doing that with my surface sweep instead of with my hand for the risk of smearing that ink. However, this ink has not smeared on me yet. So I'm using 2 shades of pink. I started with the light pink, and now I'm going in and adding just a little bit of detail with the darker pink, pretty much putting that into the dark, where the dark crevices might be, and then I'll add a little bit of blue to the book. This is a smaller image for you to be able to see it all clearly, and I apologize for that. I tried to get as close up as I could without blurring the image. And you can see I only used 5 colored pencils total on this whole entire image, so that's kind of great. Now I'm choosing a sentiment to add to this, and the one that I chose was we lose ourselves in books, we find ourselves there too. And I love this sentiment. I use that same black ink to stamp the sentiment, and you can see that it stamps out nice and crisp and dark, and so that's really great. So here's where I cut it down. I am adding it to some Tiptree Jam cardstock from Maker Forte, and now I'm going to add a few gems in white and pink to kind of match my flowers and my book. And I'm just going to add them kind of here and there. When I add gems, I usually try to add them in threes and kind of in a triangle. And I also like to keep, usually, I say usually because not all the time do I do this, but most of the time I like to keep an odd number of gems or embellishments on my cards. I think it's a little more pleasing to the eye. So that's what I usually try to do. So you can see I added some pinks and some whites, and they're kind of hard to distinguish in this video, but they are a little bit different. I'm just going to add them with my rainbow gem picker here and some glue, liquid adhesive, and there is our card panel. The last thing that we have to do is add it to a top folding card base. This is very thick paper as a card base, and it works great. So there's our card for today. I hope you enjoyed this process and seeing what you can do with just a few supplies, a handful of colored pencils, and some really great images. I think this is going to be a great one to send to a friend who is also a book lover. I really appreciate you stopping by today. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you enjoy seeing the unboxing videos too if you do. I really appreciate you stopping by. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.